With Ilia Topuria, he's been commenting on your posts. He's saying, "Let's go, Max." Have you been paying attention to what he's been saying ahead of this fight?
No, man, not really. The comment on post, some of my friends had to tell me that he did. I didn't even notice. I was like, oh wow. But it just proves, bro. He's a true fan, bro. This guy's a true fan, bro. He whenever I fight, he always tweets. He always says nice stuff. He always got nice stuff to say. So this man's a fan, bro. You can't deny it. So respect to him.
Do you expect him to kind of change up his, mannerisms, come fight week at the press conference? Do you think he's gonna be trying to get in your head?
Yeah, probably. I mean, the one press conference that he did, he was talking a bunch. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Whatever confidence he needs to get himself over the line to get to the octagon, or if you think he's selling fights, he can do whatever he want. So if he wants to talk, he can talk. I can talk with the best of them. It's fun, but the fight's book. You know, we got a couple with 5.5 weeks, 6.5 weeks left, and I can't wait to get it done.
Mhm. You could talk with the best of them. You could also strike with the best of them. When you look at his striking style, I mean, you fought boxers like Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, kickers like Yair Rodriguez. When you look at Ilia Topuria's fighting style, what makes it so interesting, and how do you describe his fighting style overall?
I mean, he's good, man. He's good. I'll be lying to you if I told you he wasn't. He's great. He's a champion right now for a reason. Great boxing. Striking wise, I think he's just a great mixed martial artist. I think he has great wrestling, super explosive, great jujitsu. And we get to see. I can't wait to test all of those things. I can't wait. The number one thing that keeps sticking out, everybody keep talking about is boxing, is power. We see what happens. To to hurt someone, you gotta land. You gotta land power shots. So at the end of the day, I can't wait to go out there and mix it up with him.
Mhm. I'm sure you've seen that he's been posing with the BMF title on his shoulder, in previous pictures and videos. Has
Mhm.
Was there any talks of the BMF title being on the line for this fight?
Yeah, UFC never told me nothing about it. That's something that you gotta take. You gotta uphold with UFC. That's not my choice. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? I go out there, I get my hand raised. It's whatever. I go out there, I be on the bad end of it. People are still gonna consider him as a BMF anyway. So it doesn't matter. Last time I checked, everybody used to claim like, "Oh, the BMF title is a whatever. This is fake." And why would somebody want to fight for a title? But now, as soon as I have it, I feel like everybody and their mama want to fight for it now. So it's it's hilarious.
Mhm. I've seen that some women want to fight for the BMF title. So, like, do you feel like the women will get a BMF title in some time from now?
I think they should. I think they should. I think so. There's a bunch of BMF fights in the women category for sure. Some of them are crazy, bro. I mean, some of them want to fight men sometimes. They're insane. So, if that's not a BMF, I don't know what it is.
Hmm. There's no BMF title in the women's divisions, but if there was, who do you think it would be? Like, when I think of women's BMFs, I think of Joanna, Amanda Nunes, Rosa Namajunas. Who do you think of?
Yeah, I mean, Rose for sure, Joanna for sure. I mean, if what is her name? I'm brain for it. If Amanda Nunes was stood around 100%, how you deny her a shot at that? So there's a bunch of them, bro. They're killers. They're a bunch of killers. I'm sure I'm forgetting some, but there's a bunch of killers, and to have a BMF title for a woman would be pretty sick.
Hmm. I know you put a new spin on it with Blessed Man Forever, but you think Ilia Topuria is a bad mother, effer?
I mean, that's not my choosing to choose. I think the BMF and it's not only a person who fights, but then it's a fan thing. I mean, even when he was calling for it, I think so. A lot of fans was disagreeing with him anyway. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I think. I'm just excited that I get to shit octagon with this guy come October 26th, and I'll go out there and do my thing.
Mhm. You have the opportunity to be a two-time champion in this weight class. You got the belt when you were 25. Ilya got it when he was 27 earlier this year. Do you feel like even if you were to beat him next month, do you think he's going to make the climb to become a two-time champ eventually?
I mean, we see what happens. I don't know. First things first, I got to go in there. You know, like you said, I want my belt at 25. I mean, finally, someone's fact checking. You know, at the end of the day, when I was Elia's age, I had a couple of title defenses already, or I had at least one title defense, I think. So I I just can't wait, man. I can't wait, man. I can't see the future. I only know what's happening right now and what I can control in my hands right now, and one step at a time.
Mhm. Is there a difference between fighting a guy who has multiple losses on the record that have come from that and learned from it versus fighting an undefeated guy like Ortega or Topuria who, are still very good but haven't went through the ringer in terms of losing?
Um, I don't know. I don't know, man. Style make fights. People make fights. Sometimes you show up, sometimes you don't. In a fight, and if you're undefeated, you're undefeated. And you have all the confidence in the world, which is respected. So at the end of the day, I took a bunch of people's O's. This man is no different. He bleed red just like me. So I can't wait to go out there and do my thing.
Mhm. Fighting Topuria, you will have fought every UFC featherweight champion in history, besides yourself, of course. After this fight, do you feel like there's anything more on your bucket list that you would like to accomplish along with being a two-time champion?
I mean, first things first is the fight, but for sure, come with me after the question, after the dust is all settled. When I regain the title, then I can give you a better answer for sure.
Awesome, Max. Well, I think that's all the questions I had for you, Bless. I just want to thank you again for the time, and thanks, Joe, for helping put this together.
Thank you, Chris, bro. You have a good one, brother.